Welcome to the Dish, and my co-host Terry Knight. Hi, Terry.
Hey there, Mark. How you doing?
Really well. The wind is about 80 miles an hour here on the Lake Marion today, but it's winter's upon us.
Well, it was 68 degrees this morning when I went to work, and it was 41 when I got in my car this afternoon. What?
It's Minnesota, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. This definitely isn't Beverly Hills.
No, not where our soap takes place. Allegedly.
Exactly. Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dish. Let's talk bold and beautiful.
Sounds good.
So, Terry, last time you and I talked, we left off with Hope for the Future clothing line show at Forrester Creations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In California, as you mentioned.
And spectacular showing.
Spectacular.
Whatever. How would I know? I'm not really high fashion, but
no, me either. It's that looks nice.
Always kind of cheesy, and it looks so funny because they have like next to nobody in the audience, but
I know.
It's like flashing lights. So funny.
Just a quick comment. Did you notice how the actors? I think they're mostly male, but there might have been some females there too. But that were the reporters that sat in on that show, and they're not like great actors and actresses.
No, I think they would be called extras.
I think that would be the right word. I think that's the right word.
Oh, ooh.
And it's just like they're reading their lines.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right. So following that, after the great show that went on at Forrester, Thomas celebrates with Hope and Eric, Ridge, Donna, I think too, right? If I remember right.
Yes.
Back at the house at the Forrester estate.
Yeah.
Everyone, of course, leaves for different reasons. And it ends up, it's just Hope and Thomas that are at the house.
Yeah, why does she linger like that? It's kind of, really? Mm-hmm. Are you really that blind? Mm-hmm. But apparently, it feeds into the storyline.
It does. Mm-hmm. Yep, it sure does. So, and this co-host, I think, predicted this last week.
Yes.
You probably did too, Terry. But Thomas tries to kiss Hope, which I think we both kind of saw coming, as I mentioned. She stops him, which I figured she would, and says, this is not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, why didn't she just back off, get up, and leave right then?
Right.
Instead, she just kept talking to him and getting close to him. And it's like, are you serious? You saw the mannequin in the, oh well, it just irritates me. Sorry about the phone thing there. Thought I turned this thing down. Okay.
Hey, Terry,
there we go.
Just a reminder, the show is not real.
Oh, that's true. All right. I know, I just get so caught up.
Me too.
It's emotional.
It happens to the best of us. All right. So next, let's talk about Ridge sends Carter over to serve Brooke with divorce papers, which actually is annulment papers.
Yes.
That's interesting. And then what's funny is then Ridge follows up by going over to the house. Weird.
Yeah, that was weird. And I have to admit that the scene today, I did get a chance to watch it, was really impressive. I thought their acting was really good because those tears looked pretty real.
Ridge and Brooke.
I thought. Yeah. I
agree.
I thought so.
I would agree.
But at least he finally said it was about Thomas.
Right.
He did say that.
Right.
But I'm going to just make a quick note. The research department did a little digging.
The Northfield Research Department?
The Northfield branch, yes. And just so you know, I mean, this whole tragic thing about them getting an annulment, Brooke and Ridge,
Yeah.
they've been married 8 times to each other.
I know you brought this up a couple years ago. Is it 8?
8. And Ridge and Taylor have only been married twice to each other. Now, according to the research department, let me see if I can find this. Oh, there were 6 other men that Brooke has been married to.
Wow.
So,
And most of them Forresters?
Ridge's dad, his 2 stepbrothers,
Yep.
and then Bill and Whip Jones. Now, did you know who Whip Jones was? Wasn't he Young and the Restless?
Vaguely. He might have been a crossover on Young and
Yeah, I
Restless.
think so.
I don't remember, Terry. I'd have to go
I
back
don't
and look.
remember
That's
him.
a long time ago.
Well,
Yeah, wow.
anyway, I just had to do a side note there with
Yeah.
that.
So we'll have to talk about in a few minutes here, will there be a number 9
Yeah, exactly.
in predictions? Mm-hmm. All right. So this is irritating to me, but Ridge keeps talking, and you mentioned it already, Terry, but Ridge keeps talking around the whole issue of what she keeps, Brooke keeps confronting him with. What did I do? What's wrong? Why are we doing this? And he doesn't, to me, it's, I don't know. Again, it's not
Why doesn't
realistic.
he just say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you holding back for?
Yeah. If she didn't admit what he thinks she did, then him saying it, I mean, nothing's going to change. So
Right.
why don't you just spit it out?
Right.
It's annoying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is annoying. And again, very emotional.
Yes. Yes.
So Brooke ends up signing the annulment divorce papers, and Ridge gets up and walks out. That's kind of how that scene ends today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
It was emotional.
It was emotional. And you're right, it was good acting too, by the way. Mm-hmm. All right, so next let's talk about my favorite people. Deacon this was a weird scene to me, Terry. It's
Yes.
like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
So Deacon ends up giving Sheila a romantic night at his bar that he works at. And, music, wine, and dance.
Yeah.
It's like,
weird.
wow, that's weird.
What was the point of that?
I don't know.
Oh, you know
I
what?
could speculate.
I have a prediction.
I actually do too because
Oh, okay.
we're moving into that next.
Okay.
Go ahead, Terry. That's our next segment.
Okay. Because I just remembered seeing how his eyes were kind of, moving around like somebody's in the shadow, perhaps, waiting. He turned her in?
That's what I'm going to say.
Do
That's
you
what I'm
think
thinking.
so?
I think so.
That would be fantastic.
Because
But
you're
she's
right,
gonna
Terry.
get away.
His reactions were kind of weird, and that kind of dawned on me too. I'm like, well, what is he setting her up here?
Yeah.
So I think you're right on.
All right. So
Yeah.
I could have been a cop.
You could have.
A
Good work,
detective.
detective. Night. All right.
All right. What else? What do you have?
All right. So I got
After
a couple
that.
things.
Good.
Ridge is going to. I think the divorce is going to become final. They're gonna have that happen, and then with Brooke, and then it's going to come out very shortly after that. And I'm going to go back to my prediction from last week, and that is that Thomas is going to get cocky now and use that voice changing app again, and it's going to get him caught. And I really do think, I mean, that's just going to destroy Thomas because he's kind of worked his way back into most people's graces on the show, and I think this is going to blow his world up, and hope he'll ruin everything there. His relationship with Ridge, I can't imagine. Ridge is going to be super PO'd about it, I think.
Yeah.
So I think all that's going to happen. And I'm going to say that's all going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I really do think it's going to
Oh.
come to a head in the next few weeks here.
You know, you're probably right. I could see that happening, but I'm kind of wondering if Hope is going to be the one to discover the truth.
Mm-hmm.
If she's going to catch him doing a recording, or with Douglas talking about how you can change people's voices. I don't know. I'm thinking Hope is going to be the one to discover the truth. That's
I
my.
could see the kid
I'm just going
telling
to throw it
Hope.
out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I could see Hope totally telling Thomas? No.
Yes.
What's the kid's name?
Douglas.
Douglas. I always get those two
Yes.
mixed up. So Douglas telling Hope how he told his dad about this app and all this and that. Yeah, you're right. I think it's all going to kind of get pieced together from there, probably. My guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what else you got?
Boy. Taylor's going to be devastated again because he's going to go right back to her.
Yep.
Which, you know, what an ass. To be perfectly honest.
I agree.
And Taylor, who knows? She's going to be off the show then, and I know you're going to be way bummed out.
I'm going to be just crushed.
I know.
I might have to take a leave of absence from Soapdish if that happens.
Oh no! Maybe get a little couch time with the
With the
another
psychologist?
psychologist. Yeah.
Have to fly out to L.A. Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
so
that's-
my other prediction is this, where I have one more for sure, maybe two.
yeah. Okay.
Is that I think that today they stopped just short of Brooke is going to run over to her liquor cabinet that's right in the middle of that living room. And she's going to start hitting the vodka.
Shoot. That would be disappointing. I hope
It would
they
be.
don't do that.
I'm hoping it
I
doesn't
really
happen,
hope
but
they
I think
don't
it
do
is.
that.
They might.
Yeah. Yeah, they might. But gosh, I hope they don't. And the thing is, why does she have vodka sitting there anyway?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
really? It's your house. You don't need
Right in the
to-
middle of the living room, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, so and I'm with you. I kind of hope they don't go with that storyline, but
yeah.
they tend to go to the well on these stories. You and I have talked about many, many times.
Well, Brooke and Ridge married 8 times. Come on. That's dipping in the well pretty heavy.
I'm going to predict too, though, that there's going to be enough time here that Dollar Bill's going to he's going to make his move now. Dollar Bill Spencer.
Oh, yes.
With Brooke.
Oh, that's a good, yes. That's a good prediction. I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
Yes. Yeah, he'll put the moves on her. She's going to, okay, the whole scenario again. So he puts the moves on her. Rich will walk in. He'll see that, blah, blah. Okay. All right. Whatever.
And the world goes round and round.
Yes, it does. All right.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay.
We covered a lot of ground today, Terry.
We did.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens between now and next week, and put a thank you into the research department for that extra hard work.
All right. I'll
All right.
let him know.
Would you please?
Sure.
Until we dish again.
Ooh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.